This is the Iron Trader, and this is the last call of the week. So we're going to take a look here at crude oil and at natural gas. But first of all, we'll take a look here at Netflix, and then one of my favorite trades here, TQQQ, which is a sweet basket of all the technology. Okay, at the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted for crude oil and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy any stock commodity ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have Netflix, and you can see just a tremendous run that we've had here. You know, bottom left, upper right. It's looking very, very nice. Now, they're really starting to expand here. They're going to have football, I believe, on Christmas Day. Beyonce is going to be the halftime entertainment. So it's going to be a big brouhaha going on there, you know. So I think Netflix is going to benefit greatly going forward. And eventually the stock is going to split. There's no question about that. So let's just take a look here at the charts, okay. So what do we got here? Okay, you can see here we had this big sell-off here, and then yesterday we had a smaller sell-off, which was an inside day, and today we have an engulfing candle, which basically your high and low, everything engulfed the previous day. Now you can see here, let's take a look at the upside. This is going to be the stoppage right there. It's going to be that 915.81, okay? So you can see we've got a little bit higher than that today, but we got to close over that. Now again, if you get above that 915.81, then we're going to look at 919.92 level. Then we'll just work the candles right on up here. You got 922.44. Then we have here, we got 928.45. And then we can come over here to the top of this candle. You got 935.27. And then your big breakout is 941.75. Obviously, if you break about that, you're going to go to that 1,000 mark, you know, very, very easily, okay? So now, downside here, which is what we're looking for, is you need to hold this 21-day on a closing basis. That's 905.46. And then we look here to yesterday's low here, okay? So you're looking at 899, and then what we'll do is we'll look at today's low. You're looking at 890.49, and then then we'll come right down here. You're looking at 886.56 level here, okay? And then what you do is you can just follow the candles down, but realistically, this price channel here will be next. And you're looking at 858.91, and then we have 829.79 if this really gets hammered on the 50 SMA here. But right now, this is looking very, very bullish. It'd be nice if this stock would split. That would be great. A lot more people could get into it then. This is a lot. You can only buy just a certain amount of shares when the stock is up here at $900. But again, today, just watch that 8 SMA here. That's going to be key on the upside. And then watch that 21-day here, and that's going to be key there on the downside. Okay, let's look at here at TQQQ. Okay, here we have TQQQ. Okay, you can also trade the Qs, QQQ, but this is a leverage ETF, and this is like one of my favorite because this has everything in it. Okay, you have Nvidia and Tesla and Amazon and Meta, Microsoft, Apple, Google. You know, you got Netflix in there, you got Costco in there. This is a really, really good ETF, and it pays a small dividend, I think about 1%. But again, you can see here. Okay, let me bigger up a little bit here. Okay, you can see here we had that big sell-off. Okay. And then we had another sell-off. And then what we had today is we had this nice big engulfing candle. See how it engulfed the previous days. Now, it came all the way down here, and you notice that it held this nice 50-day at 79.37 level, okay? So if you just look at the past here, look how nice it held it here. See? And look how nice it held it right on here. Very, very nice, okay? So it held it, and this is really just a good trading stock, ETF, I should say. Now, it got as low as 78.50. I got in at 79 flat. And I'm ready out of this thing at 85. So I made 6 points on this bad boy here today on the TQQ. Okay, I mean, very, very good trading. Okay, now let's look at the downside. It has to keep it closing above this 84.17. That's going to be very, very key. If it doesn't, then what we'll do is we're going to come look at the next level. So we're looking right there at 92.57. And then we'll come down here to yesterday's candle. You're looking at 80.75. And then we have this 50-day, which is very, very crucial. That's that 79.37 level here. But this is another one here. I just bought right in the pre-market because pre-market member is your friend. If you can, a lot of times I can buy in the pre-market and sell right there in the afternoon, just like I did here today. And sometimes I buy in the pre-market and sell in the pre-markets. Okay, so again, it's always your friend. Now, upside. Well, we have to look here at today's high. You're looking at 85.86 level, and then we're going to be looking right there at that 87.43. That's your key 8 SMA here. Now, again, if we can get above, all of this here, then we're going to be looking here to the top of this candle right here. Okay, you're looking at 88.77. We'll come up here. You're looking at what do we have? 89.62 level. And we'll come over here to the top of this candle, 90.77. And then we just work yourself all the way up here. You got 92.57 until you get to that 93.79. You crack that, you're going to go to that 100 mark. So we got to see at the end of the year here if we get a nice good Santa Claus rally going into the end of the year, or is she going to die off here? But this is always one to watch because this is a really good trade. Now, just to give you an example here, okay, this is up almost 5% today. You look at it, NVIDIA, it's up 3%. Tesla's up 1%. Okay, Apple's up 1%. Google's up 2%. So you got almost 5% up here on this trade here. So, if you want to trade a nice sweet basket, I've been trading this for years. It really works very, very nicely. Okay, now you can see here we have a very, very strong on the RSI and it pulled back. Now we're curling right back up here. This here is kind of flat ski, but we're going to see if that can curl back up here and take this price higher. But again, just watch that 8-day on the upside. That's going to be very, very key. And watch that 21-day there on the old downside. Okay, let's take a look here now at the old crude oil. Okay, here we have crude oil. We have like an indecision candle going on here. But if you notice that the price is just a smidge above the 21 there at 69.31. That's going to be very, very key. Now, again, if that's lost here, what we're going to do is we'll come to the bottom of this candle right there, looking at 68.81, and then we'll go down to today's low here, looking at 68.42 level. That's going to be your support because look how nice this was here. This was 68.44. See how nice that is? Always look to the left of the chart, and there's your key support levels. Now, if that's lost, we're going to come right here to the bottom of this candle, 67.72 here. But then this is going to be your target, this 66.98 level here, which is basically the bottom of that candle. Now, again, if that is all lost here, then what we do is we just keep on following all the candles right on down. You got 66.72 here. This is what we got here. You got 66.33. We have 65.63 and then 65.27. That's your big target. This is lost. You're going to go to 63.64, then 60, then down to the 57 level there. Very, very easy. But right now you got a downtrending chart. There isn't really much I can tell you different than what I already told you this afternoon. Upside here is going to be right there, that 50-day, 69.76. And then we have that 8-day sitting at 70.01. Now, again, we can get above that. Then we just look to yesterday's high. That's going to be your next resistant level there at 70.58. Then we'll come right up to the top of this candle, 70.80. And then we have that 100-day at 71.25. But your key right there is going to be this 71.51. So if you want to reverse this downtrend, you got to close above that 71.51. Then we can take it higher, maybe even aim for that 200 SMA here. But right now in this time frame, I just don't really see if that's going to be working out just like that. So basically what we have is just trade it. Okay, so I have a short on, and I leave that short on for a hedge. And then I just scalp the UCO there for the long. Okay, so actually been working out very, very nicely here in this time frame. Okay, let's take a look here now at natty gas. Okay, here we have natural gas. Here's your daily chart, and here's your weekly chart. Now, we were looking for this key level right here. This was that 3.64. So we will look at on the weekly chart there. What do we got there? 3.64. That was yesterday. Now, today we rallied all the way up here. We got up to 3.82. What we're looking for is right there, and it came pretty close, is that 3.86. I've been pointing that out. That's going to be very, very key. You need to close above it. Now, again, if you watch my midday trading, I put all the contracts on there for you, so you know where the contracts stand. We're going to have a start contract roll there on Sunday, and it's just going to be lower. It looks like it's going to come right off. But remember now, when you do the contract rolls, it doesn't affect like UNG or on alongside or Boyle or KOLD. All it is just the futures contracts is what that is. Okay, so this is what we're looking for on a closing basis, is get above that 3.86 level, okay? That's what we're kind of looking for. And then if we can, what we can do there's just so many really nice targets that are going to be up here, okay? Okay, so once you get above it. So then what we do is we're looking for here, okay, you can get high as like a 412 level, and then we come down to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 4.37. This is what you're looking for right here, okay? Because this is here was that, see where that price channel is? That's why I use the price channel that's looking at that 4.75. So that's going to be your target, 4.75, if you can crack and close above this 3.86. But this is not going to be easy because you can see this all the way from 23. This sank all the way down here, and we're almost hitting 25 here now. So not going to be easy. But if it does, then we just look at all these levels here that we can just keep right on taking up. And then we can just bring them all the way across, and that's what we're going to be looking for. So until we hit that retest up to 10. Now, I don't know if we're going to get up to 10 here, but again, next year is going to be all different. when you get a new president in there, you have to just, whether you like them, you don't like them, or I don't like talking about politics here, but sometimes you get pulled into it. You have to go with what they're looking for. Okay, like so when Biden was in there, you want to do the EVs, you want to do the charging stuff, you do the wind, the solar, that kind of thing like that. And then when the OT man is in here now he's going to be wanting to do the energy king, so he's going to release all this natural gas. So this might take it on up here. So whatever's in there, don't have any opinion, makes no difference at all. All it means is, what are you going to trade? Okay, that's going to be the key. What are you going to trade? Okay, so again, on the upside here, we just watch that 3.86 level. If we crack above, then we just follow these candles right on up here. So we can look at all these levels here, but this is going to be your big target. It's going to be that 4.75. Now, here on the downside, we hit that a nice high today. You're sitting at 4.72. We're going to be looking at the top of this candle. That's at 3.46 level. And then we're going to come right over top of here at 3.56. Okay, and then we just work yourself down 3.52 level. Then we have 3.48 until we get to this 8 SMA at 3.43. Now, when it opens up here, when that contract rolls, you'll probably be closer to that 8 SMA here. And it's not going to look like this. See, this is the last contract roll we had. Okay, it popped up. Okay, and it looked like, wow, it's ripping higher, but that's just a contract roll. Okay, so it didn't mean anything. Same way with here, contract roll popped up, didn't really mean anything. Okay, so just trade this until that's all I do. I don't take no long or short or anything like this overnight, not natural gas. I just trade this. I think that's really the best way to do it. Come in, natural gas UNG gave me a great opportunity this morning here to make the money. And it came on, it was just a little bit above this here, and then she just ripped higher. Boom, I'm out. I didn't wait for it to get that 3.86. Once I see it starting to roll over there, then I just take that right off the table and put the money in your pocket. Again, we don't know how this is all going to shake out here. So, don't have an opinion. Remember, when you have profits, take some profits off that. Even if it's a percentage, take it and put it in your pocket, because the market could roll over. You're still at very, very nosebleed territory here. Just remember that. Okay, that's what I got for you. Now I'm going to be back here Sunday night before 7 o'clock, as usual. And we will do this all over again. Now, remember, tonight, the playoffs in college start there. You're going to have Indiana against my team, Notre Dame. So we got to see that starts at 8 o'clock tonight. So it should be pretty good. And then Sunday, my Lions play. Hopefully, they do a little better than they did last week. We'll have to see how that all shakes out. So everybody have a great weekend, and I'll see you back here Sunday night. Thanks for watching.